Aquarius, thank you for joining me. This is gonna be like, March, April, whenever you watch it, monthly reading in depth. So let's get a major arcana for your major energy. God, sometimes it's so hard to get a card because it's only 22. And okay, if it doesn't jump out, I'm just gonna take the top one. Or one more time. Cool. Sun. Alright, let's get some animal spirit. With the sun, I feel like there is a lot of clarity coming to your life. A lot of things started to make sense. It could be personal, it could be political, it could be social. A lot of things is coming, it's making sense more now to you than ever. Yeah, dragon, look at this. This is a alchemical sign of spirit or ether. Dragon is like, okay, I'm gonna get to that. I'm just getting excited about this, seeing dragon and sun back together. Let's get another animal spirit, and then we're gonna get one oracle card, and then we're gonna start the major energy reading, and then we're gonna get more tarot to delve deep into this situation. Okay. We got camel. Yes. This is fire. Let's get another oracle. Queen bee. This is very powerful. Okay, Aquarius, so I feel with this sun and dragon, like I said, there is a lot of things. You are seeing a certain situation, maybe your dynamics with your partner, maybe your dynamics in society, or maybe your dynamics like with your neighbor, with your parents. It's coming to make a certain kind of clear sense to you. If you had some kind of confusion, or not even confusion on per se, like explicit confusion, all of a sudden you feel like the relation between all these things and how your identity, how you fit into all these things, that the relation between you and other people, it's getting more clear in your head. Does it make sense? It's like let's say you are in a job and all of a sudden you feel like, oh, what I really do in that, what that job feeds me, like what does that do for me. If you're in a relationship, you are getting more clarity, what is the connection and how this connection fits into your need or into your purpose. It's that kind of clarity, that kind of everything kind of coming to on surface and unfolding to you with the sun and dragon. You somehow kind of, maybe this time especially, this kind of calming your energy down, and maybe you are going, because we cannot go outside, so maybe you are going inside, and more you are going inside, everything, this nuts and bolts of the situation, nuts and bolts of the relation between you and others could be anybody in society, in politics, in general, in person, those things are coming in front and kind of making sense to you, and you feel, and it giving you certain sense of empowerment, certain sense of, like camel is all about self-sustainability, because they have this in the desert, they carry their own water, and they are very self-sufficient, they are extremely visionary, and they know a lot of things. I feel like all of a sudden you are having this kind of detached bird eye view towards the situation that's surrounding you, and the more clarity you get with the sun and dragon card, more confident you feel like you can juggle, you can do a lot of stuff, you can handle a lot of things, because now you have a clarity, and all of a sudden you feel that empowerment, because see that how this person is kind of standing tall. Standing tall, nothing to do with the height per se, literal height. It's about feeling tall inside. When you feel like that, your spine all of a sudden kind of straightening up, and your head is kind of up. That kind of confidence, that kind of, you feel like there are so many things. You are kind of almost feel like you almost like a magician. You are making sense of the world around you. Because you're going inside, something is triggering, something not triggering, something is pushing you in a very gentle way, because it doesn't feel like tower, a gentle way, everything is kind of unfolding to you, and through this clarity you feel more confident, you feel more empowered, you feel like, okay, I can go through this, I know that I'm gonna go to the other side of the ocean. That kind of confidence, even though how many waves are coming to your way, how many side, like those kind of obstacle, you all of a sudden feel that confidence that it's gonna pass, and you are gonna go to the other side, seeing yourself and receiving yourself much more confident and clear in your head than ever. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Let's get more tarot. Okay, we got 2 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I do feel like that this reading is your relation to you and others in general in a larger world. Ace of Pentacles. I'm gonna get 4 cards. Yeah, like I said, like you feel more confident. Look at this Ace of Pentacles, the sense of stability, feeling like that something, I got a solid ground under my feet. That kind of, even though I don't know, something, you are getting such a nice clarity about your own surrounding and how you move through this space. This kind of jumped out. Okay, 8 of Wands. Who got 8 of Wands? I think Capricorn got last time, yesterday. 8 of Wands. Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, alright. So, right off the back, we got 2 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Right under the sun. I think that's what the clarity is coming to. Clarity coming to, like I said, 6 of Pentacles is not about just you. It's about you and others, and the relation and compassion between you and others, how much you give and how much you take, that balance. And you feel, you are very compassionate sign, you can feel a lot of, like, you don't feel like a water sign, you just see things from a very you see the bigger picture, and more you are going inside, kind of detaching yourself from the world, because we are all forced to do that right now. And that's really giving you this sense that, inequality, or, I don't know, I'm getting this bigger question. It's not about just what's going on in my life, my emotion. It's bigger question that you are asking right now. It's not just content of you. It's like, like inequality, injustice, whatever. It could be happen, it could even happen to you with your partner. If you felt that you have been not been treated equally, maybe you felt that you are not being acknowledged, what you deserved at work. It could be anything, but that word I'm hearing so profoundly, it's like this, any kind of disbalance, any kind of inequality, any kind of injustice. Maybe before you are like, you could not made a clear assumption, or clear understanding of why this is happening. But somehow now with the sun, you kind of see the bigger picture. All of a sudden you kind of stepping back and see the whole garden, not just the weeds here or the bushes there, like what I'm saying. You are kind of seeing the whole garden, and everything kind of making sense to you. You see the how everything is connected. You see the whole matrix. All of a sudden, seriously, this is what I'm feeling. I feel like you're just standing on top of the building, some kind of tall building, and you see the whole neighborhood, and you understand how everything is structured and how everything is moving in a larger scale. And then you can go inside and see the nitty-gritty of each thing. But right now, maybe before, you are just too involved in the nitty-gritty, and it made you feel very confused, made you feel like you are just balancing two things but never really come to an equilibrium. But now I feel like that you kind of understanding, if there is any kind of unjust, any kind of thing that was like not clear to you, that did not make quite sense to you before, but now everything is coming to a sense. Because next we got is Ace of Pentacles, like I said, with the camel. Like I really feel that these feelings is giving you certain sense of stability, certain sense of clarity. You feel like you're not confused. You feel like you see the bigger picture here. You see that why things happening and how things are happening. It could happen, it could be, don't take, like, please imply this in your own life as well, because this is just energy. Like, let's say you are in a relationship. Maybe you quite did not understand why things are happening the way. Maybe you felt like you are doing everything in your power to be just, but you always felt unheard. Or maybe you felt that you are not really being understood, and now you are all of a sudden understanding the dynamics between them and I is this way, but they want certain things in this way, but I want certain things in that way. It's not personal that we are feeling unjust. It's just the dynamics in the frequency is not matching. You know what I'm trying to say. All of a sudden you are seeing the whole picture, and the moment you see the whole picture, you feel very self-sufficient. You feel very self-content, and kind of a stability, a sense of stability and sense of confidence is growing, because that's why Ace of Pentacles. And then next we got Eight of Wands, right? And the Queen Bee. Bee is all about work. Bee is all about being busy, not just a busy work, but the productive work which you feel that you need to do in order for your own enhancement, own personal, spiritual and material growth. And Ace of Pentacles followed by Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is all about willpower, all about persuasion, all about, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, because this gonna give me something. Because these two are, it's like a almost like supporting each other. You all of a sudden feel with the Queen Bee also, I feel that you are getting this understanding and you feel this secure. Now you are getting a clear idea what you want to do. Now you are kind of getting a clear idea, okay, now I know how I can approach the relationship. Now I know how I can do this work so that it does not get unacknowledged. Now I know how I can do my how I can pursue my career so that it can benefit not only me but the bigger group of people. You are getting all this bigger idea and you feel like it's achievable. It doesn't feel like up in the air, because you feel that confidence is kind of brewing inside you, and it's letting you know that you have all these wands can land it on the ground. See that all the wands are directed to the land. That means, what is land? Land is pentacle, earth. So it's telling you that there is a solid sense of stability that can come from this. And even though it may feel like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, but because you got the clarity, it doesn't feel overwhelming. It feels like everything is possible. I can make this thing happen. I can make this 8-1 land on the ground and grow from that, because I have that support of Ace of Pentacles, which I'm getting from the Camel energy as well. And followed by Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords is all about, like quick impulse action, because it comes right after Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is stuckness. Eight of Swords is self-imprisonment. The moment you come out of this self-imprisonment, first thing people, like, okay, I'm gonna burst, because there's so much energy in me. I'm just gonna burst out of this. I'm gonna utilize this energy, and I'm gonna do this, do that. But without planning, it feel like a sneaky energy. It feel like very impulsive. It feel like not thought out. But in now the Seven of Swords in reverse, you are not gonna do that. You are not doing it because you feel like there is so much energy and you need to release this energy by doing whatever. You are doing this, you are feeling this eight of wands energy, like you feel like busy bee, queen bee energy, like you feel like there is a certain sense of confidence, but there is a certain sense of purpose, not because it just energy outburst, but because it came from the pure sense of clarity. Now you can see the whole picture. So you see there is a difference between how energy is directed for Seven of Swords and for Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is more directed, more thought out. Seven of Swords is more like, oh, I have this energy, I need to do something, and what I'm doing, maybe it's harmful for other, maybe it's not really good for me either, but I'm gonna do it because I have so much energy to do it, because I just came out of Eight of Swords energy. You know what I'm trying to say? So there is a difference between this, but I feel like yours is coming from the sense of clarity, sense of understanding the bigger vision, sense of understanding relation between you and others, and how these dynamics can work together if you understand the mechanism of it. All right, okay, let's get more cards on this. Okay, we have Son of Swords, which is like Knight of Swords. Okay. Yeah, Swords is again like you are directing, with a kind of clear idea. See that owl? Owl is all about wisdom, and they are holding that sword. Swords is all about clarity and mind. You are, like I said, oh my God, I said this bird eye view. Seriously, I'm feeling like this is you. You are looking from above, and you are pointing this sword, pointing this clarity towards the thing that you see underneath, and you are clearing all this kind of mess, all this kind of block, all this kind of knots before that you could not really put a finger on, because you are in the Two of Pentacles. Like, yeah, I know something is not in place, but I do not know how to put them in place. But now all of a sudden, because this clarity, you are going inside and kind of figuring things out, and it's coming to you with the Sun card, and you see things very clearly now. Six of Cups. Okay. Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups, two sixes. Six is for me, it's like a place of heart chakra, you know. I feel like through this you are not only getting mental clarity, but you are also getting emotional fulfillment. You are also feeling like that you are serving something very innate to you, something very almost like a core essence to you, and you feel like this clarity is giving you that you are back to the root. You know, I'm looking at these roots of this tree, and I'm really feeling like you feel like this back to the root. And it came also Knight under the Ace of Pentacles, which also giving you this sense of stability, because what is root? Root is what holds the soil. It's like grounding, it's stable. But it's not only just material stability, it also coming from very a sense of calmness, sense of beauty, sense of heart. You know, its heart is involved. So there is like a emotional fulfillment as well through this. This clarity is giving you certain sense of very innocent kind of happiness, joy. It's not that you are sharing with others that joy, but you feel that once you feel inside, the way you treat others, the way you talk to others is gonna be impacted. Because if you feel joy inside, you are gonna emit joy outside. With two sixes, I feel like this is emotionally, you are also feeling very content after this, you know, whether you are getting this clarity or whether already in the process of this clarity, getting this clarity. But this clarity, once this clarity comes, you feel all of a sudden you feel like that all the heavy loads are kind of just gone, and it feels very nice. It feels extremely stable. We got two cards, the Emperor and Three of Cups. Oh my god, look at this. You know, like this Eight of Wands, like I said, things are coming, you know, like you are being Emperor. You know, like this Emperor energy, like I said before, it's so interesting that how this thing, it's gonna, you are gonna feel like it is possible to make things happen. You are feeling all these things that, you know, after this clarity, you feel like, okay, now I know how to do this. Now I know how to approach my job. Now I know how to approach this person. Now I know how to approach my family. Now I know how to attend this, how to think about money. You know, like all these things, and you are feeling very empowered about it, like with Camel, like self-confidence, self-sufficiency, and you feel like you have this strong tree. You feel like this strength, you feel like, and that giving you, like I said, oh my god, Six of Cups and then Three of Cups, it giving you a sense of joy, it giving you a sense of happiness, it giving you a sense of, you know, this whimsical feelings when you feel like that things are possible. There is like all of a sudden some box just open up, and you feel like, oh my god, there is so much of possibility, and it doesn't feel overwhelming. It feels possible, it feels tangible, it feels very real. This is beautiful reading. Oh my, alright, let's see what we have for Seven of Swords. And I feel like if somebody and some kind of energy will try to sneak you into this to make you confused, I don't think you're gonna allow that at all. With Seven of Swords in reverse, you are getting such a solid ground with these roots and the Emperor. It feels very, very real to you. It's not, you are not in the phase of doubt, you are not in the phase of questioning. This is the time for answer for you. You have been questioning for a long time, but now the answer is coming, and any kind of energy if come to your way to make you feel more confused, you are not going to be, whether it's coming from yourself or coming from outsiders, others, you are not going to be entertaining that. I can tell you that. Look at this, 2 of Wands, we got 7 of Swords in reverse. You are like, you know what, like I said, like if somebody comes out, you yourself try to sabotage these feelings, try to question, no, I'm still confused, no, I don't know what's going on. If that kind of creepiness, that kind of self-doubt comes in, 2 of Wands is telling you, you got everything. You got everything right now. It's the matter of just going. 2 of Wands is right before Ace of Wands, right? Ace of Wands, what is that? Is this mental clarity which transfer into action. Wands is all about action. Wands is all about action towards purpose, action towards will, courage. And 2 of Wands is telling you, no, you got this Ace of Pentacles, you know where the stability lies, and you have these 2 Wands to go forward. Right now is not the time to let other or yourself to bully you. It's like a very clear message to the certain kind of directionality you are getting. I think we got everything, right? It's kind of short reading. Usually it goes for 40 minutes. But what else? I don't think I have anything to... I mean, we can go on, but I feel like I'm gonna end it here. You got the... Just get into this, just dive into this energy and try to make yourself comfortable with this. And be in your... More you are gonna get into this energy, this 7 of Swords kind of energy will not gonna be affecting you. But you need to get into this energy more solidly and more rooted way. Alright, Aquarius, I hope you get something out of it. And if you're new to this channel, please do like, subscribe and share these videos. It really helps. And I also open up the comment section if you wanna say something. Just say hello, that would work. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for supporting this channel, and thank you so much for sharing this space with me. It really means a lot. Take care. I will see you next time, okay? Bye bye.